today's video is all about AI, the new features, so let's get started. I'm going to touch on a little bit more AI, and I'm going to be going on about AI Generative Color in Adobe Illustrator. So this is a follow-up of my last video where I just kind of made some illustrations in Illustrator. So I've made this, okay, and I'll show you how I made that. So I'm just going to delete that again, and I'm just going to make a box. Okay, so I'm going to delete all that. I'm just going to make a box like so, and I'm going to select that box, and I'm going to go to my AI generator over here, which I talked about last time, and I'm going to put in vector drawing of Hulk. So let's just correct that. So vector drawing of Hulk, generate. So Hulk obviously is a Marvel hero, so Marvel character, and I'm just going to create that. Okay, so I've got another piece of software opening up now. So there we go, and now that's generated. Okay, takes a little bit of time. So it's creating this Hulk character. Okay, once it's created, it'll give me a couple of variations within my properties over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about generative color and how to change this character. So there's my Hulk. That's actually quite a decent drawing. If I click on it, it'll give me variations of it. So this, if I click on that one, it'll give me another variation. You can actually select it, click on these three dots, select one, and then generate again. It'll give you some more variations of my Hulk. So I'm just gonna create this Hulk character and create a couple of variations of it. So there's another one, okay, and it's making its Hulk character. So I'm just gonna wait till this is done. And we'll go from there. So thank you for joining this channel. Please subscribe if you've got time. So there's my Hulk. If I select that, Windows CV it, I'm going to put another one there, and I'm going to have this one slightly to the side. I'm going to copy paste it again, Windows CV, and I'm going to select one more, maybe this one. Actually, no, this one maybe. Okay, oh, I've already got that one. So select it again and maybe go for this one. So I've got three Hulks. And now I'm going to sort of layer these up like how I would do in terms of a poster. So I'm going to put that one there. Put this one over here. Go to right click it, object, transform, bring to the front. And sort of lay these up like so. Okay. So I've got these three things. They're all green. And what I want to do now is I want to play around with the AI generation color. So if I click on the back one and click on this little color wheel, what it will do is it'll bring up the AI generated color panel here, and when you open it up, there'll be recolor, generative color. So recolor is just essentially move this dial around, and it will change the color of your character depending on what it is here. You can also brighten it up as well, lighten it, darken it, etc. Move this little anchor around, and you can unlock it here as well and move these out like individually, or you can lock it here. You can actually color mix it like this as well and move them around to get a nice color theme. Okay, you can actually go here and select colors. Okay, two colors, and you can actually go to your color library as well and select specific colors within the software. Okay, so these are more kind of presets, and I can move this around like so. Okay, so that's recolor. So now if I select the next one, click on this tab again. Now the one I'm going to use is generative recolor. So this is your AI. So I'm going to select one of these little mushrooms, select this one here. And what AI will do now is it will find the best suitable colors within that mushroom palette. And again, if you click on them, you can check out which one suits the best. So I'll select this one. And again, you've got some things here. You've got this little plus here where you can have different colors within it. So you can add more colors within here. So if I had yellow, maybe add a yellow. And then if I click on generate, it will do with a couple of colors that I've selected. Okay, so there you go. So it's adding the yellow and the greens, and you can see that these ones have got a slightly different tone to them. If you click on these three little dots, you can actually delete or say which one's good or bad on there as well. Okay, so that's your generative color. You've got advanced. If you click on advanced, it will take you to your advanced tool, and then here you've got like these color palettes as well, which you can play around with. And like a lot of that things to do with color is really a case of you sort of picking things within the image. So if I pick this green, for example, and I fiddle around with these anchor points, it will change that particular color within this scene. You can actually select color panels here as well, so you can see that it's changing the beard. Okay, so if I select that and go to a different one, you can see that it's done that to this area here. You can name them, and you can also reset it as well. Okay, so there are a number of things. You can also go to your color panel and select one of these as well. You know, so there's multiple ways of doing the same thing over and over again, if that makes sense. Okay, you can edit it as well here, so you can actually go to your color wheel again and re-edit it as well, like so, and move it around and change the color. So if I go back to my generative color, it goes back to my mushrooms, and I can also reselect a different one and do the same process again. So what this is AI is picking out the best suitable colors for my illustration. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I've got this. It looks pretty cool. So I've not made it. AI's made this data, and AI's done a pretty good job in this case. I can just let me see if I can do the same with text. So if I put in Marvel, okay. So if I select the word Marvel and make that a little bit bigger, maybe. So make the word bigger. And click on this little color panel. Now, obviously, there's only one color on this, but if I add more colors, I can do a similar sort of thing with this as well. Okay. There's not much on there at the moment, so I can't really do anything with it. But if I just right-click it, create outlines maybe. Oh, there we go. So now I've got that. I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to change. So change to Marvel logo. And let's see if it does it. So it's going to generate that. And now I've broken the text into just outlines. And what I'm doing now is I'm trying to apply AI generate Marvel logo style to this word, and let's see if it works. So there we go. Let's do this thing, and it's going through, and it's going to happen at some point. There we go. And when I look at it, has it done it? Not really, but it's made something quite interesting in terms of the style, and it's giving me a couple of layers. I don't think that's kind of done the job, Tater, what I wanted. So I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to go back in here and maybe put in maybe this style here, and let's see what that does. Okay, so again, AI is now sort of like, this is automated settings that I've put in within AI Generator. So I'm going to just click on that and see. Let me see what kind of patterns or what kind of style that it changes this Marvel symbol to. So let's do this thing. It is a bit slow, unfortunately. It does take a bit of time, and it will sort of kind of like do its thing, and then, you know, kind of like it's kind of thinking about it, and then it will kind of make its graphic and give you some examples within your properties panel here. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, there we go. So it's not quite made what I wanted, but what it has made is a symbol from my list, and that's quite cool as well. So it doesn't look quite like Marvel, so I'll delete that. That didn't quite work, but you can see that I've generated these images and these illustrations. You know, so I can scale this up, maybe put that there. Select the whole thing. I do like that, actually. I do think AI's done a pretty good job here. So if I make a background for this now, go to Object, Arrange, Center Back, select the background, maybe go back to AI. So what do I want to do? So if I select the box, Shape Generator. So if I go to this one here, got that. If I go maybe here, no, I don't want to go that one. Do I want something like, do I want an effect? So maybe I might have something like, I don't know, let's have a look. So I'm going to have something like this, and I'm going to put in Marvel, sci-fi background. So all of this AI is generated. I've not made any of this. I'm just putting kind of buzzwords to create this effect. So again, generate, and let's see what this does. So it's now thinking about it again. This might be a bit quicker, hopefully, and it's generated something, and it's going through the process. Now, my only concern with AI is if I'm typing create a Hulk character, then surely there's someone asking to type a similar sort of thing, and they're going to have similar looking Hulks. So in that sense, I don't think it's super creative, because it might create the same thing over and over again. So there's my background that I've just created, and that looks pretty decent. You know, that looks like a slightly Marvel-y type, you know, illustration, and it looks pretty cool. And I've used a color generators to create. So if I select the whole thing, Let me select the whole thing now. So I'm selecting the whole thing, and I go to click on this again. Click on my color generator. Now you can see there's a lot of these sort of dots here. So if I go to my mushroom again, we might take a little bit of thinking this time because there's a lot more data on this document. So I can now change the whole entire thing in terms of the color palettes within this document. Okay, so it's a bit slow because I think it's using a lot more memory. Yep, so that's all I've got for you today. Thank you for watching. This was a video about AI Generative Color in Adobe Illustrator. So it's all AI and how AI can recolor your vector graphics in Adobe Illustrator. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you like the illustration because I think that's pretty good. Unfortunately, I've not created this. AI, computer simulation has created this, and it has done a pretty decent job, in my opinion, in this case, of creating these characters. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for the next episode.